As we all know, the 2018 NBA All-Star Game is close, a couple weeks away, and the hype is real. There's a hype about this All-Star weekend that we have not seen in quite some time, and most of the hype has been created around this new format that was changed last offseason that allows the top vote getter in the Western Conference and the top vote getter in the Eastern Conference to pick their teams, right? Respectively, for the Eastern Conference, LeBron James led in votes, and in the Western Conference, Steph Curry led in votes, and they picked their teams, with the starters being picked first and then the all-star reserves being picked respectively next. The only flaw to this system, if there is one, is that the NBA decided to not publicly let the fans know who picked who in what order. So you'll know who LeBron James selected on his team, but you won't know if LeBron James had the option to pick Kevin Love at number 6 and he didn't. Or you won't know if Steph Curry looked over Klay Thompson and drafted Draymond Green first as a reserve. The NBA decided it was better for the league to keep this process silent, to not fracture relationships, to not create hostile in certain locker rooms, especially the Golden State Warriors, being that they have 4 All-Stars and the most to lose in this process. But the leak to the top 10 selections is available, and of course I have you covered. I'm going to tell you the top 10 picks in the order in which they were picked, who skipped over who drafted who, and what do we think about all this. So LeBron had the first pick. He was the leading vote getter of either conference, and LeBron said he was playing this game to not just compete but to win, and he got probably the best player next to him that he could get. He drafted Kevin Durant with the first pick. Steph Curry looked up on the board. He said, oh my goodness, I'm going against LeBron James and my own teammate Kevin Durant. I got to go get me some size. So Steph Curry's first pick was Giannis Antetokounmpo out of Milwaukee, who's having an MVP-like season. LeBron was like, yo, I'm going to go get more size. And then he went and drafted Anthony Davis. Steph Curry looked up and was like, yo, I'm just going to take the best player available at this time. I'm going to go get MVP frontrunner James Harden with his second pick. LeBron's like, oh, yo, I got the size. Let me go get some guard play so I don't have to hold the ball the whole time in the All-Star game. I'm going to go in the irony, in the speculation of beef, and I'm going to go get my old teammate that I won a championship with against Steph Curry, and he went and got Kyrie Irving out of the NBA Eastern Conference leading Boston Celtic team. Steph Curry's like, whoa, okay, I got to go against Kyrie Irving under different circumstances this time. I need me some guys who ain't scared of these guys. I'm going to go get this young buck and Joel Embiid. Then LeBron answered, okay, you got Joel Embiid. I need some size to counter that, who ain't scared of anybody. And I'm going to go get DeMarcus Cousins. And the last starter that Steph obviously had no choice but to draft because he was the last starter on the board, he ended up with DeMar DeRozan. So that leaves us with All-Star Game starters. We got LeBron, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, and Kyrie Irving. And then Steph Curry has himself, Giannis Antetokounmpo, James Harden, Joel Embiid, and DeMar DeRozan. Now, we don't know the entire reserve order, but we do know the top 2 picks. Steph Curry went with his homeboy out of Golden State. He kind of had to make this selection. He went and drafted Klay Thompson, and LeBron, who got the second pick in this because he had the first pick in the starters, he went with MVP Russell Westbrook. So that is the top 10 selections in the 2018 NBA All-Star Game. For the first time, they're going to be playing with these teams that have been picked by 2 of the top 5 guys in the league, and we will see how this ends up. If you're looking at these lineups, it looks like fun. It's new. It's creative. It's just something different to try and get this game back on the competitive side. If this doesn't do it this year, then I think the NBA All-Star Game and the NBA, they're all out of options. I believe this will be a really good, close, competitive game to the finish, and hopefully we see some of these stars on the court with somebody down 2 with a chance to win. And I am as excited as I've ever been about an NBA All-Star weekend. You guys talk to me in the comment box below. What do you think about some of these guys being drafted in the order that they were drafted in? And you talk to me. NBA All-Star Weekend happens in about 2 weeks. Starts February the 16th. And as we all know, The actual All-Star game takes place Sunday night, February the 18th. Tune in.